Since 31st January, the KRA closed the plant, and all what now we've been doing is just trying to seek intervention from their offices. I've been unable to get in touch with the Commissioner General, called his office, even going there, we've been unable to get in touch with him. So what we've been doing is just to try to maintain the beer, and as I've said from our statement, it's using over 30 million monthly to try to maintain the beer in the tanks. So meaning the company has drained all its resources. So if nothing is done, as we put it on the paper, we'll be forced to bring down the beer, and the people behind me to be shown out of the door. Which I don't think is the right time. The country cannot allow that, because as we are doing whatever we are doing, we are trying to create employment. Because we've called His Excellency, our President, to intervene, we believe this will be done. So we don't think that we will reach that point where we will see a local company with the KRA in court because of a debt, going to court because of a debt. The important part now is to try to maintain what is available, what is there. So that after that, if they manage to come, build another Keroche 1 or 2 in the 10 year of their tenure, because 10 year they're talking about, it will be good if one can manage to build one in that 10 years. So we are like, we're coming, waiting, and seeing whether it will be opened. We've not been doing anything since first, because it was closed in the evening of 31st. On 7th December 2022, KRA closed the factory and further issued agents notices to 36 banks in Kenya. This completely collapsed all our business operations, since we could not neither produce, sell, nor access any financing from many of the banks to assist in settling the arrears. To me, I don't see any other external, because why would there be any other external? It's an investment. You're talking about investment. It's jobs, livelihood of people from all over the country. Keroche is known to employ people from the 42 tribes. We are all here. So I don't see any other external forces, and I would be surprised to hear there is any other external forces. Because this is business. It is here to stay. We are here to go, we live it, we do our part, we live it. We are the poets of the world. Such businesses are 300 years in existence. So I don't think there is any other external forces. It's KRA. They don't know what we want them to understand. But this is the same company that was able to pay 200 million over before COVID. So it's us now to work together so that now we get back to where we were and even expand and give even more than what we are paying. But because of 300 million debt, I don't think it's right for KRA to stop our operations. So that's what we are seeking. Because according to the Commissioner, domestic taxes, she told us her hands are tied. We are trying to go to Commissioner General's office. Every time you call, he's not in the office, he's not in the office. We go there, me as the CEO, I've even gone to his office. The secretary tells me he's not in the office. So now we can only seek to the intervention from His Excellency, our President. Some of the measures included reduction of standard VAT rate from 16% to 14%. Corporate tax rate from 30% to 25%. And pushing up the minimum taxable threshold for individuals for pay-as-you-earn purposes. Though the gesture was unpredicted, and though the gesture was appreciated, it did not reduce the pain caused by the pandemic to the expected level. Though the gesture was appreciated, it did not reduce the pain caused by the pandemic to the expected level. The above measures were withdrawn in 2021 when the pandemic was still on the increase. As we got into 2022, the cases of COVID-19 started going down, but the post-COVID-19 effects are being felt harder. The effects are being aggravated by the current political climate as we get closer to the August 2022 general elections. The government should evaluate the post-COVID effects and the impact they have on the different sectors of the economy in order to formulate policy measures that will generate the players and the extension the economy. We subsequently entered into a proposed payment plan with KRA, but we could not manage to honor the same due to frequent interruptions by KRA. On 7th December 2022, KRA closed the factory and further issued agents notices to 36 banks in Kenya. This completely collapsed all our business operations since we could not neither produce, sell, nor access any financing from any of the banks to assist in settling the arrears. We started negotiating for a payment plan and we requested for a 24-monthly installment based on our financial projections, which KRA rejected and insisted on 6 monthly installments. We proceeded with the proposal, although we knew it was unrealistic, since we wanted to have our plant reopened and we were desperate to take our products in the market during the festival season. On 22nd December 2021, KRA reopened, but unfortunately, the earliest our products could reach the market was on 27th December 2021. We only managed to sell for 3 days till the end of the year, but KRA were on our case, demanding for the arrears according to the payment plan. We limited 10 million, which was available in our accounts then, which to them was insufficient. On 10th January 2022, KRA again shut down the factory and we renegotiated the payment plan 24 installment, which they still rejected. On 15th January 2022, after another round of back and forth discussions, KRA reopened the plant. For us to go into production, we needed revenue stamps, which we had to apply, and it took a further 1 week to get approval and issuance of from KRA. We therefore started production 22nd January 2022. And even before these products reached our market, KRA struck again. On 31st January 2022, KRA closed the plant once again. In such circumstances of operating less than a week, it was impossible for us to raise the amount of money KRA were demanding. We managed to make a further payment of 2.5 million within the short period we were in operation. At this point, they refused to accept further negotiations, and the Office of the Commissioner of Domestic Taxes Department advised us that their hands are tied and we could seek support from the Office of the Commissioner General. Since then, we've been trying to reach out to his office, to the Commissioner General's office, and even going to his office, but we have been unable to reach him for intervention. From 1st February 2022 to date, we have remained closed, and yet we have 2 million liters of beer worth about 512 in our tanks, which have fixed costs to a tune of about 30 million required to maintain the same beer, to maintain the same monthly. This has drained all our resources, and unfortunately, if nothing is done in the next 7 days, we'll be forced to drain down all the beer and lay down the 250 direct employees and thousands within our nationwide distribution network. Recent closures of the factory by KRA have created a lot of uncertainty on the company's operations, and future plans, if not addressed, are likely to result to loss of 2 million liters of beer in the tanks under fermentation worth 512 million Kenyan shillings, loss of 250 direct jobs originating from all over Kenya, whose livelihoods depend on the existence of the company, loss of income to thousands of Kenyans who are indirectly involved in the distribution network. erosion of the investors' confidence, both local and foreign. Our humble appeal to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, our beloved motherland. In view of the above state of affairs, Keroche Brewery seeks your indulgence as follows. Assurance of a certain operating environment, free from any harassment through closure of premises, of issues that can be amicably handled administratively. To kindly but urgently request the reopening of our plant to prevent the huge losses that described above and enable us to resume production, sales and distribution. Most importantly, protect and safeguard the livelihoods of